Hi students, in this video we are going to see the front of arm structures. What are the structures we are going to see here is number 1, biceps brachii, the muscles and the blood vessels and the nerve. What are the muscles we are going to see? Just see here, biceps brachii, brachialis, coracobrachialis and artery, brachial artery and musculocutaneous nerve. So many MCQs are there and few short notes are there in this. Let us see the biceps brachii. Biceps brachii means, biceps means 2 heads. So you have long head and short head of biceps brachii. And the next one is brachialis. Let us see the origin of all these muscles. So you know the osteology of the scapula as well as the humerus. Let us recollect the process present here. This is called coracoid process and this is called glenoid cavity. This upper margin is called as supraglenoid tubercle and the lower one is called as infraglenoid tubercle. Supra means above, infra means below. This is called as tip of the coracoid process, and this tip of the coracoid process gives two muscles. They are originating from here are, one is coraco to arm. The one which goes from the coracoid to arm is called as, arm is otherwise called as brachium. So that is called as coracobrachialis. The second one is called as short head of biceps, because these two fellows, they will be together, short head of biceps. And then if short head of biceps is here, this dot is for the long head of biceps. So three muscles we have enumerated. Number 1 is coracobrachialis, number 2 is short head of biceps, and number 3 is long head of biceps. So you know the origin of all the three muscles. Where are they getting inserted? So look at this. This is the humerus. If you see the humerus, from the coracoid to the brachium, it goes, coracobrachialis goes to the mid of the shaft. This is called shaft of the humerus. It goes to the middle of the shaft of the humerus, right? On the medial side. It goes to the medial side. This is your lateral side, so this is your medial side. So coracobrachialis is going here. So here we will be asking you one more MCQ. The coracobrachialis, just opposite to the insertion of coracobrachialis on the lateral side, we have one more muscle coming here, that is your deltoid muscle. So this is a question we'll ask you in the Viva. So coracobrachialis is coming here from the coracobrachialis to the mid of the shaft of the humerus on the medial side. Then next is, already I have told you about short head of biceps, and long head of biceps also we have enumerated. So both these heads, they get inserted into, where do they get inserted? So they are getting inserted in, they are going towards the radius. See, here are the bones in the forearm, radius and the ulna. So this tuberosity is called radial tuberosity. So the biceps tendon is getting inserted into the radial tuberosity. But one more extra point, biceps, one is going as a tendon, another one is going as an aponeurosis. Aponeurosis is called as flattened tendon. So the flattened aponeurosis will go and merge with the flexor compartment muscles, that I will show you later. And then we are going to see some important landmarks in the ulna bone. This is your ulna. The upper margin of ulna is called as, this one, the upper one is called as olecranon process, and this is called as coronoid process. Look at this. This is called as coronoid process, and the upper one, like a snake-like projection, is there, no? That is called as olecranon process. So who is going to the olecranon? Who is going to the coronoid process? Already we know about the radial tuberosity here, right? And then we are going to see the next picture. The same thing, coronoid process of ulna. And here are the muscles. They are going here. Look at this, short head of biceps, and this is the long head of biceps. Long head of biceps is piercing the capsule of the shoulder joint and comes down. So this will be asked as an MCQ. So if you see here, this is called intertubercular sulcus, between the greater tubercle and the lesser tubercle. There is a groove. The long head of biceps tendon is crossing the groove and coming down. So what is the muscle lies in the intertubercular sulcus or bicipital groove, they will be asking. So you should answer as long head of biceps. And long head of biceps is a one tendon which takes its origin from inside the capsule. So through the capsule it is coming out. And the next one is, we'll see the muscles now. Look at this. This is our cadaver, dissected cadaver. Here you can see two muscles. Number 1, We'll see here, this is the coracoid process. From the coracoid process to the medial aspect of the shaft of the humerus, this is your coracobrachialis. The one which is next to coracobrachialis, same origin, is short head of biceps. If this is short head of biceps, the next one is called long head of biceps. So these are the three muscles, one coracobrachialis, short head of biceps and long head of biceps. Look at this. So give the origin of the red color structure. Red color structure is long head of biceps. So long head of biceps, you know the origin, supraglenoid tubercle. Give the origin of the yellow color structure. Yellow is, yes, short head. So origin is tip of the coracoid process. And blue color is coracobrachialis. This also comes from the tip of the coracoid process. And blue color structure is pierced by a nerve. Which nerve? That every student knows. It is pierced by, look at this, how nicely your musculocutaneous is piercing and it is coming out. So this is the musculocutaneous nerve which comes from the lateral cord of the brachial plexus along with the lateral pectoral nerve. It comes and it pierces. Why it is called musculocutaneous? It pierces the muscle coracobrachialis and comes out as a cutaneous nerve called lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm. Right? This is a very important MCQ. C5, C6, C7 is a root value for the musculocutaneous nerve. This musculocutaneous nerve only supplies all the muscles in the front of the arm. Look at this. The next muscle we are showing here is your brachialis. This is the only muscle which is adherent to the shaft of the humerus. These two muscles we can take. Can you see? I have lifted this. So these two muscles you can take or move. This muscle is tightly adherent to the shaft of the humerus. That too lower part of the shaft of the humerus. That is your brachialis. This muscle, another one important point is that this muscle is also called as hybrid muscle. Why it is called hybrid? It developmentally it takes its origin from two areas, posterior compartment 2. That's why the nerve supply is also 2. One is the common nerve, musculocutaneous nerve. It supplies the biceps, coracobrachialis as well as the brachialis. The next, the lateral part of the brachialis is supplied by the radial nerve, C7 root. Understood? So this is the two dual nerve supply, two nerves, they supply the brachialis. But where do they get inserted? Already I said the ulnar bone, look at this, the ulna, this is ulna. Ulna has olecranon process, coronoid process. The olecranon process is posteriorly placed, so your triceps is getting inserted here, but the coronoid process is anteriorly placed. That's why your biceps is getting inserted into the coronoid process. So don't forget, biceps is getting inserted into the coronoid process. And dual nerve supply also we said. And then coracobrachialis also we said. And the last one is the brachial artery. It is a continuation of the axillary artery that everybody knows at the lower border of the teres major muscle, and the branches you keep it in mind, all these are branches. This is the most important branch, profunda brachii artery. This gives nutrient artery to humerus. And the terminal branches, this is MCQ, they will be asking where it is terminated, at the neck of the radius. Neck of the radius means it is present at the in your forearm. Okay, so radial and ulnar artery are the terminal branches. You have the radial and ulnar bones, these two are the terminal. See, this is the neck of the radius. Look at this. This is the neck. Here only the brachial artery divides into two, radial artery as well as the ulnar artery. That's all about the, and brachial artery. It's important for the pulsation as well as the pressure marking. So every student should know brachial artery importance. Look at this, the brachial artery. Look at this. This is the brachial artery. Just above that you have the median nerve. Two roots of the median nerve, they join together and forms the median nerve here. This is a brachial artery, a continuation of axillary artery, where it terminates and what are the branches. So that's all about the front of arm. So these are the origin, insertion of biceps, and this is brachialis. Already I have told you about coracobrachialis. That's all about the front of arm. Thank you.